Hi everyone, so today I'll be trying out Spellbinders' new stitching die of the month for March of 2024. I believe it's called Stitched Read and Sip. I did a whole unboxing of like the deluxe caboodle, and I'll link that video in the description box to see more about the individual pieces, because I pretty much go through everything and give measurements. I don't remember measuring this little guy though, so let me measure that for you guys right now. But these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So this is just over 2.5 inches, like metal to metal, so this is very much a set that can go into a small die cutting machine if that's what you have, or just prefer to use. And that guy's, a little guy. And then this one here, the book is about 4 inches tall and just over 1.25 inches. And then we also have this little book here. So hopefully you'll see that I wanted to design like a little gift card holder. I think that'd be really fun for this set. The stitching on these guys is very minimal, or if you want to do it, you don't have to do it. On this guy you do have the cup itself, so you can have a little background piece, but then you can also do the inlay of this guy, maybe just cut it from pattern paper. I mean, there's lots of ways to use this. Super simple. You're just going to come up the middle to each little spoke here, and you have a little flower, right? So very quick and easy and really cute. The dotting and the other cutouts are very adorable on that one. The little book, again, you can do the background and then the top part of the book. And again, you can do like a straight stitch here or whatever you want to do, but there's a little flower and then just a straight stitching. And so really sweet set, quick to use. You have this other book that's like just your book binding, or not your binding, this is the binding, but the pages. And so it's kind of, if you can imagine that this would be the book, the cover, and then the pages. But what's very cute about this, and you have this piece, I think there's other pieces to decorate with also if you would like, is that it does have texture here, but you can also go from one end, go to the edge, come around, and go up the next one, around. So you're just going around this. You're not going, there's no hole here, to go into. You're just going around it so that your thread becomes like the texture there, of the pages. So I think that's really fun. So those all have stitching. And then we have all these beautiful flowers to play with. So you can have your little sprigs, your flowers that actually have layers, so that guy, even though he's smaller, you have that guy for him. This guy can have like a center. You have these other centers, accents for those. You have little posies. You have your stem and leaves and all kinds of fun things to play with. So it's a really cute set. I brought out this guy. I don't know if I'm going to use it, because if I make a tag holder, you might not even see this part of it. But maybe we'll still work it some way so that this might be a part of it. Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay, so let me kind of think in my mind what I want to do. I'm going to grab something that's like a gift card shape so we can kind of get numbers going, and we're just going to create our own little pocket, basically. So let me grab some scrap paper and we'll start jotting down some numbers. So I honestly have no idea what I'm going for, especially now that I want to use the embossing folder also, and then see how big this guy is. Yeah, so I mean, that's just really cute. So let's see how wide this is. It is like 2 1/8, so if we did 2 1/4, it'd be really snug. And I don't want to give ugly numbers, but 2 1/2 is going to be kind of big. So we're going to do 2 1/4 and just hope for the best. Okay, so 2 1/4 inches wide. Now, this is a little bit wider than that, but I think it's cute if the little handle would be sticking out. And then it's at least our pocket. Obviously the pocket can be, maybe 2 inches higher or however, but this is almost 3.5 inches tall. So let's say 4 inches tall. So if we do 4 inches in this direction, so you can imagine you have this piece that's barely going to cover that. This guy's going to go on top of that area, and then we can fill it in with flowers or whatever we like. I want a pocket that is going to continue off of this piece of paper or cardstock, whatever we end up cutting. So if we come down here, this can be dashed lines, it should be. Maybe in here, and a pocket that's at least 2 inches high. So we're going to add 2 more inches in this direction. And then here, it's going to need glue tabs on this little portion, right? So whenever I do things like either you're going to bring in some extra pieces of cardstock and just add them in, or we're going to cut this away, which we can definitely do on like our Spellbinders paper trimmer. So just think about that. I do like a good 1/2 inch glue tab just to give yourself a good amount of space. You don't have to make it too tight, you know. So if this is 2 1/4, but we also are adding another inch here, we need a piece of cardstock that's at least 3 1/4 inches by 4, 5, 6 inches tall, by 6 in the other direction. So I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock that's just about that tall and everything, and I'll be right back. 3 1/4 by 6. Actually, I have a scrap of paper here. I'm just going to do white, just cute with the little design here. So I still need to cut it down. So it just ended up that I had a piece that would work out pretty well. So 6 inches. And honestly, I could leave this whole thing. I don't even have to cut it down, but I did say we'll make a 2-inch pocket. So, you know, 3 inch, whatever you feel is safe and holds onto your gift card. By 3 1/4. And while we are here, we're going to do some scoring. Now, I want a score line at 4 inches, so I'm just going to bring it this way on the long side. Doesn't matter, 4 inches. We'll put a little score line. Okay, and then I want to score here. Now, you don't actually have to score this other piece. If you want to just get rid of the paper, that's fine, because we left this so we can make a little piece here. So if you score, you might feel like, oh, you know, it's kind of a waste of time, but it's a guide that's going to help you see what you're doing. So I'm just going to score the whole thing. So 1/2 inches on both sides. So I'm measuring 1/2 over here. Make sure you're using your scoring piece. You don't want to end up cutting that whole thing off. I'm going to turn it, do 1/2 inch on the other side. And we can do that. Now, normally what I do is I take my scissors and I'll just cut this whole thing off and then the little glue tab area. But it'll be nicer to do it on this. So what I'm going to do initially though is just divot this away, because we're going to cut that away anyway. And then here too. Okay, so just that area we're going to cut straight up on these lines. And then to make this look nicer, you can just kind of cut away a little bit there, right to the score line. And so now what I'm going to do is just bring it over here at the 1/2 inch. And again, we could have switched off from scoring, you know, 1/2 inch and then, or cutting and then scoring, whatever it is, but I'm going to bring this guy. Now what's really nice about this trimmer is at 4 inches, I can see that's 4 inches, you can see there's a guide there for it, and there's my score line. So I'm going to bring this down just to the 4 inch line, and what happens is, it has like a little lines here, little arrow and all these things to help you. I'm going to line up that line to the 4 inches, and you know, that should be about right. So I'm going to do a little bit slower when I get there. When I pick this up, that should be cut away exactly where we divoted, right? Okay, same thing for this one. Now this one, I'm going to start it at 2 inches because that's where I have my score line, and bring it down. So just line this up to the 2 inch mark, you know, looking at that little guide. And if everything's nice and straight, just bring it down. And that one wasn't as clean as the other one, but there you go. It came off. Okay. So I am going to do one more thing. We do have this little cutie, and it's just solid, you know, what we're going to fold this up and then fold these tabs in to make our little gift card holder. I'm making the pocket in the back. If you go in the pocket in the front, that'd be really cute. You just turn it and have your pocket at the front, right? Put your little cup, your decorations, whatever you like here. But I'm going to have that in the back. So this is the front. This is where we're going to be decorating. I also want to maybe round the corner. So I'm going to take this corner rounder and I'm just going to bring it over here. And just to give it a little bit of more decoration, a little more nuance. Oh, it almost looks like a library tag. What I was thinking is, you know, a little Starbucks card, a little Barnes & Noble card in there would be cute. So this guy, now I'm going to run it through. There's an area that it doesn't emboss, and so that's fine. If you want to bring this up to that line, that's fine. You might get a little extra line in here, but I'm just going to eyeball this and see where I want this to be. That looks good. I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine without that part being in the folder, okay? So that way this gets the pretty embossing, but this side just stays kind of plain like that. I'm going to run this through and I'll be right back. Let's check out our little creation. It's a little extra added cuteness. Oh, look how pretty. And then the back side, I mean, looks just as nice, so it's lovely. And then I'm going to fold this over and glue that down. Okay, and that's going to be our gift gift card holder base. I'll be right back. Again, this is our little diagram, and that's kind of how I came up with it. You know, if you want to make a little notch in here, that's cute too. Whatever it is that you like. But there we go. And I hope I did all that. Yep, 2-inch pocket. There you go. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. And just take this guy, of course, put the glue right to the very edge. You know, I'm always concerned with the very edges. That's really good to always have that down in there. And I'm just going to hold that down. And while it's there, you know, while it's still wet, you can definitely bring in whatever you have, whatever gift card, which most of the time gift cards, they're basically the size of a credit card. They're all basically the same, but just make sure it fits, right? That looks good. I'll continue holding that down. And again, we made it snug. If you want to do something wider than, you know, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, just is going to be much wider. 2 3/8. I just didn't want to give you guys ugly numbers to work with, so I thought 2 1/4 was the easiest. But of course you can do whatever you like. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab papers. I might just do a pattern paper. I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay guys, you know, I recently showed another video, the new Meadow collection cardstocks that are just so pretty. And I think I'm going to use them for our die cuts today. And I was debating doing a pattern paper, but you know, let's see. We have some pretty things here. We have this cute guy. Maybe we have a mug, and we have these colors that are a little unexpected, like this kind of light yellow and like this little brown one. So maybe what I'm going to do is run the cup through this guy. With the inlay. Oh, sorry. So go ahead and tape those down so they don't move, so you don't mess up your machine or your dies. So you definitely want to put some tape on that so it doesn't move. Run it through. I'll also run it through this brown color. It's lovely. Lots of springy colors in here, but necessary colors too, I think. Like this brown, it's really pretty. So that'll be for my cup. I'll cut some greenery out of some fun, you know, colors. I don't believe this collection really has a green tone. It has like teal and things like that. You might have seen it in a different video. I kind of showed it off, but I'll show you guys the colors again. In this one, there's 2 of each color, and they are all very pretty. Meadow is gorgeous. Okay, so for me, what's fun is with these guys, we have these different layers. So, you know, I'll run it through so I can do maybe like a dark pink back here, maybe a light pink for this little guy. You know, whatever color I'd like for that. We have centers again, we have sprigs. So I'm just going to run things through, and we'll just make a little cup of posies, and I will be right back. Center I was going to do there. So the center is cut out pretty easily. There's one for the larger flower and one for the smaller guy. And if you're making more, obviously multiples, you're going to cut more of those. There are background pieces that go to them. And there's also this die right here that has like a background piece to those pieces. But then little centers for the smaller flowers, which I think I'm going to do like rhinestones or something like that. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. So let me get a little bit closer. And we're going to put some of these guys together. So of course, if you're doing stitching, you're going to stitch it up and then you glue it down. I'm just going to glue it right down. And there we go, something like that. All in here. I would do the same thing if I had stitching there. I would really like to adhere those. Usually put some weight on top of it too, just to flatten out the thread. But for now, let's just hold on to this little guy. I got a new mat and I already have glue all over it, so just how it is when you're actually paper crafting or crafting in general. Okay, with this little guy, I'm just holding that. Actually, I should put something on it. Put a little weight there. Okay. With these guys, you know, again, I kind of wanted this to be a little bit of a quick project, but also pretty. So what I'm going to do is put a little glue on this. And I'm sorry, I got a paper cut in the back of my hand over here, so I have a Band-Aid on there. Just line that guy up. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of glue right here. I didn't really put glue in that center area. And I'm going to get one of these middle little gold center pieces and pop it right in there. I'll do the same thing with the other one. Obviously this one I'm just going to go for it as far as putting this in the center. Again, you do have a die that helps you make a background color if you want to do that. And I guess that's it. So let me finish this other guy and then we'll put it all together. Our little tag base. And then I just cut out some other leaves in gold just to have some other bits that we can kind of tuck here and there. So there we go. Alright. Okay, so let's stage this up a little bit. We had that guy there. So I want some bigger sprigs in the background. You know, they can even stick out the side too, just like the other. Something like that, just to give us some height. And then, of course, we're going to come in with some flowers. Actually, maybe this larger one here. I was going to put the larger one right in front of the cup if you want. My little sentiment can go there. Cute, right? Okay, so let me glue these guys down. And then I'll glue down the cup too, because I don't think I'm going to tuck anything in after this. So just like a taller sprig. And I'm really going to hold these down. If you want some movement, of course, you don't have to hold them down. You can let them do their own thing. And this guy, super cute. Maybe a little bit lower like in here. And so I'm going to hold all these things down. I might as well go ahead and pop this one on. Oh, a little bit of that's going to stick out the side, so I'm not going to put glue in that one. So I'm going to hold this down for a little bit, guys. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so let's just start. Again, I kept these pretty flat, but I mean, if you want to put some play around, I did tuck that one back in there. I thought that would look cute. This one I just put one dimensional, but you know, if you want to put more to secure it a little better, then go for it. I'm gonna put that guy like here, and then maybe this guy like in here. Let me hold those down before we continue on. And you saw I don't put a lot of glue because what happens is I'll take these guys in and I'll kind of tuck them here and there, and I don't want glue obstructing my ability to do that, so I just put a little bit of glue. But I'm going to hold these down and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, hopefully the white isn't too washed out. What I'm going to do now is grab one of these little guys. I should probably look at them before I start tucking things in, but you know, just maybe there. That looks cute. Just holding it down at that base where I put the glue. And we have another little guy. Maybe somewhere in here. And then I'll finish off with the little blue flowers. So, yeah, I'll put that guy there. Right? Maybe one behind here. Let's see. Sure, let's see if it fits back there. Like I said, I don't put a ton of glue, so I'm able to kind of push things in. Cute. And another one there. These little reverse tweezer things, it's so funny because I forget that they're reversed. So I will let it go when I don't mean to. Oh wow, we're really close. Sorry guys, I was still kind of working up here. Okay. And then we have these last few flowers to add if we like. So I'm just going to kind of put a little dot of glue here, maybe one there, and one there. I don't know. And when I get these guys, I'm going to kind of tuck them, you know, a little more organic. Maybe that guy can be also like in there. And then where's the last one here? Okay. I'll grab some little rhinestones that we can then kind of fill in the dots, the centers. I'll be right back. I'm going to use these little black and white dimensional dots and put some little centers in those guys. I'll just use the smaller ones. Cute, and it kind of repeats what's little dots, you know, in the 3D embossing folder. Cute, cute, cute. And just to finish off, obviously you can put whatever kind of sentiment you like. I have this one from earlier, Coffee, Books, and You. And I think that's cute because if you're doing a little gift card, a little book lover or someone, you know, you can pop this up here. I can pop a hole in that if I wanted, with like a little hole punch if you want to put like a little ribbon. Oh my gosh. Oh, how cute would that be to make this look like a little bookmark? Anyway. Sorry, you know, I'm getting all tripped up on my own words. Anyway, there are ideas that just, you know, to the moon and back. So lots of ways to use this, especially this month. Everything coordinates. It's just adorable. I can't say enough. This month is super cute. So there's just a little gift card holder. I just grabbed a different kind of gift card just to show you how that fits. Funny enough, this one's thinner because it's just like a store card. You know how they give you, it's kind of not the same as like a credit card thickness anymore. And if I pop it in here, it just fits really perfectly. And there you go. Maybe a little sentiment. Maybe you write something on the back there, to, from, whatever it is you like. Super cute, adorable. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for these items for review. I will have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.